A moment ago, I made a short movie talking about what is the commoditization of the markets, and I referenced an exchange traded fund and what it is. And many of you are invested in an exchange traded fund. So if you are, and if you have any interest in knowing a little bit more, I think the next, I promise, won't be more than 10 minutes. It's going to be very important. So just bear with me. Let me tee this up.
ETFs trade, what
Here
does
we go.
creation and redemption really mean? And why should you care? Don't let the phrase creation and redemption confuse you. No, it's not a prison movie narrated by Morgan Freeman. And while it may sound like a complicated process, it's not rocket science or string theory. Believe it or not, the process of creation and redemption really isn't that complicated. And we're here to break it down for you using simple illustrations and a metaphor about flowers. What do flowers have to do with ETFs, you ask? Don't worry, it will all make sense soon enough. First off, it's important to understand that while ETFs trade like stocks, they differ from stocks in important ways. One major difference has to do with supply. Stocks generally have a finite supply available to investors. As a result, large trades may drive up the price of a stock due to a sudden increase in demand. The supply of ETFs, on the other hand, can be increased or decreased based on demand. This unique feature reduces the impact of large trades.
Okay, that's a real important point, folks. I just kind of fuzzied it up. But it's based on supply and demand. And that an ETF doesn't actually, you don't actually own the shares that you think you own. No more than when you invested in gold, did you own any gold? You owned a share that was tracking gold. And they create shares, and they can explain how. Now, it's all beautiful, man. It's beautiful stuff when you're talking about flowers. Especially flowers as a commodity, too. But let's just watch this a little further. Please, it's in your interest if you own any exchange-traded funds.
You can buy or sell an ETF throughout the day. How is that possible? Well, that's the story of creation and redemption. To start, imagine that an individual stock is a flower.
Ooh.
Just like companies come in different sectors and sizes,
Pretty
flowers come in all kinds of
flowers.
shapes and colors.
Oh, I think I'll have a red one.
Flowers and bundle them up according to a specific recipe, aka an index, and you've got yourself an ETF.
Oh, like a
And the
bouquet.
price of an ETF is based on the price of the stocks that make up that ETF. So when the prices of the individual flowers go up, so does the price of the bouquet.
Oh,
And if ETFs are like flower bouquets, then a brokerage firm, the place you buy ETFs from, is just like a flower shop. Now
is
that you
that
understand the
sweet?
connection between flowers and ETFs, let's begin our story.
okay,
Chapter 1. The simple scenario.
okay.
Say an investor wants to buy a bouquet. What does he do? He goes to the flower shop and browses the bouquet menu. There's the emerging markets bouquet, the clean energy bouquet, and the S&P 100 sweetheart bouquet.
Oh, I think I'll have that one.
After giving it some thought, the investor decides that he wants to buy one S&P 100 sweetheart bouquet.
No, I want
The florist,
500,000.
remember, she's the broker dealer in our story, takes the order.
Oh, she
The
takes the
florist
order.
then sends a runner, aka the market maker.
Oh, the market maker. Actually, before it goes to the market maker, it goes to the high frequency trader who scalps the crap out of you, measured in milliseconds. So if you put in an order, in the little bouquet store, they tell you you can trade those ETFs for free. No commissions. Yay. We like that. But then they send it to the market maker. This guy might as well have a mask on, and then he scalps you. Costs you like $200-300. You don't know it, but it does.
Out to the stock market, which in our story is the flower market, to fill the order. The market maker finds the S&P 100 bouquet in the market and brings it back to the flower shop. The investor pays the
thank
florist
you.
and gets the bouquet he wanted.
Oh yes.
Easy, right? That's the simple scenario.
Exactly, because I don't even have to think about any of the flowers. I just pick pretty ones, popular ones. I like blue ones and green ones, so I don't have to do any homework at all. I don't have to God, try to value any of these flowers or stocks. I just get a bouquet.
Chapter 2.
Okay.
Creation.
Creation.
And what happens if instead of just one S&P 100 sweetheart bouquet, the investor wants 100?
Yeah,
Just
like
as
my
before,
whole
the florist sends the
IRA
market maker
account.
to the flower market to get 100 bouquets.
Yeah.
But there's one small problem. There are only 5 bouquets available.
Oh, crap. You mean people have been playing this game since 2008? And I'm just getting to the store now? But I want some bouquets. What are you going to do?
So what's the poor market maker to do?
I don't know.
Introducing creation.
Oh.
Thanks to the unique process of ETF creation, more sweetheart bouquets can be created to fill the large order.
Oh, sweetheart
Here's
bouquets.
It
Excellent.
starts with the authorized participant, or AP for short. The AP
Who the hell is the AP guy? But he looks pretty comfortable up there in that high stand and binoculars. He must be watching over things and watching over. Okay. So he's gonna what's going on here? He's gonna create some shares for me. Okay.
is the person who watches what's going on in the flower market in
Oh.
order to manage the supply of flowers and bouquets.
Oh, he manages the supply. Okay. Well, I want some.
Since the market maker can't fill his order, he tells the AP that he needs extra bouquets. The AP checks the S&P 100 index to find out exactly which individual flowers make up the S&P 100 bouquet. Then, the market maker gives the AP all the flowers he needs to match the S&P 100 index. Once the AP has everything he needs, he brings those flowers to the bouquet maker workshop.
Oh, it's a bouquet maker workshop. Kind of like a counterfeiter. But BlackRock, they're nice guys too at BlackRock. Yeah, they're almost like a central bank for the United States. They got real popular around like '08 or '09 when Bernanke did his stuff. But that's where they make the stock bouquets.
That's iShares. The
iShares.
bouquet makers at iShares take the flowers from the AP and assemble brand new S&P 100 sweetheart bouquets. Once the bouquets are finished, that is, once they bundle the individual stocks,
Bundle them up.
the bouquet makers at iShares give the new bouquets to the AP so he can bring them to the market maker. Now the
Excellent.
market maker is able to gather the 100 sweetheart bouquets that he needs. He brings them back to the florist, who in turn sells them to the investor at market price.
Oh, at the market
Amazingly,
price.
Despite the size of the order, the cost of the bouquet stayed approximately the same.
Isn't that so cool? I got a bunch of them, and they didn't up the price for me. Just about the same. Excellent.
And the great part about the whole process is that all of the work that went on behind the scenes happened without any additional effort on the part of the investor.
Oh, you mean I didn't have to think about anything? I didn't have to watch Kramer. That's a good thing. I didn't have to do any evaluation. I have to find out if Elon Musk really, is making any cars or if he's parking them someplace. Okay, but I got my flowers.
All the investor had to do was place the order, and the creation process kicked in on its own.
Excellent.
Chapter 3.
Okay.
Redemption.
Uh-oh.
Let's flip things around now.
Uh-oh.
What happens if the investor wants to get rid of all 100 of his bouquets?
Yeah, because maybe they turned to shit. Maybe they didn't sell me a bouquet of flowers. Maybe they sold me a bunch of bags of fertilizer. Crap. I want to get rid of these.
Now, I know you can't actually return flowers in the real world.
No.
But thankfully, in the ETF metaphor world, you can.
Oh, I can return. I want to return them. I got a bunch of these here iShares of the S&P, and all of a sudden they're turning to crap. They're dying. They're dying over here. And the 50-day average just went under the 100, which tells me my neighbor Bob just got rid of them. And I want to get rid of them too, because I have no idea goddamn why I bought them. So I just want to get rid of them.
So the investor goes to the flower shop and returns 100 bouquets. The florist then sends the market maker to the market to see.
There's that market maker. Wonder why he's there. I thought I was dealing directly with the flower shop.
Who
Okay.
wants them. But there's one problem.
Uh-oh.
There's already an adequate supply of bouquets in the market
Oh, somebody beat us to it. But I want to get rid of my flowers.
now. So what's the market maker going to do this time? Introducing redemption.
Ooh.
Here's how it works. First,
Mulligan. That's my
the
dog
florist buys
Mulligan.
back the bouquets from the investor. Then, the market maker takes the bouquets and hands them to the AP. The AP brings the bouquets to the iShares workshop, where they are disassembled into individual stems. When the
Oh.
workers are finished, the AP picks up the individual flowers and brings them back to the market. And just like that, the supply of bouquets is back in line with demand. About all of the work that went on in the background.
But what happens if everybody brings their supply of flowers back at the same time? Now, like if I owned like just roses and I sold roses, okay, then maybe roses might go down. But if I got a basket of, roses and violets and lilac bushes, and that's my dog Mulligan, and I got all these pretty flowers that turn to shit, and I just say, hey, get rid of them. Maybe there's a few good ones in there, but I say, get rid of them. Then they're all gonna go down. Oh boy. I wonder what price he's gonna give me.
Redemption happened when it needed to, based on supply and demand.
Yeah.
All the investor had to do was return the...
That's this. That's the game, folks. That is the game. No one has tested you yet. If you go back and you look at the February market, we were down 10% in 10 days. Boom. Everybody brought their flowers back. What do you think's going to happen when, I don't know, all those flowers just turn to crap? Or maybe there's an event. Or maybe who's going to buy all that crap? That not going to be the market maker's not going to get stiffed. Ain't going to be that BlackRock going to get stiffed. Or the flower shop. They're going to drop the price. They're going to gap it down, limit down until there's some sort of a buyer. And if there's no buyer, then you got to either hold those shares, those pretty flowers that are turning to crap, or you got to just dump them. Dump them, because you ain't going to know what you got. And that's what they've led you in here, folks. But it's 2018. It's 2018. And this bozo, this rodeo clown you've been watching, he's been distracting you with this pretty flower and that pretty flower and that one. And you said, oh, hell, Martha. I'll just go buy myself the whole bouquet. And that's why everybody's in all these bouquets. It's great when it's going up, But you got a warning back in February. If you've seen this video, just mark the date and time. Because between now and the end of September 2018, you're going to get tested. And deservedly so. And you'll probably never put your money into an ETF again. You've been had. Good luck. I'm bagging on. StockMarketCaddy.com. And that was my boy Mulligan. Gonna take him for a walk. Good night.